It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse Jonathan Taylor. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Raiders on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and get a little bit of momentum.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Carr going to throw right away. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. First carry for Josh Jacobs. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raiders at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From
from the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Throwing now is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Jacobs going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and a quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play action now. Ryan. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they traveled up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
He was defended by Kenny Moore.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Carr now on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
One of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Second and 7.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Ryan. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Ryan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Denzel Perryman with a sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Sammy Watkins, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Ryan Tannehill strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Blankenship's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, look at the juke. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Carr. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 68 yards. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Colts getting ready to go. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Ryan. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Anthony Averett picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit at every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Ryan. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Ryan will throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Carr now to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Las Vegas, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.